Okay. And so yeah, over the last few years, probably the last year in particular, obviously, number of people there have been talks about things in the algorithm changing, a number of people posting, creating these so-called personal brands on LinkedIn. What do you think's changed over the last year or so for excuse me, business owners who are trying to find clients on LinkedIn?
Yeah, the algorithm's definitely changed. There's no doubt about that. It's harder on LinkedIn than it was now than it was a year ago, unless you're like a top 1% creator. It's to do with like the way that all the platforms are moving towards like a for you style algorithm. I won't get into why that is, but what what that means for people getting started is it's just a bit harder to get reach if you're not like a natural content creator. I would say that the algorithm has changed, but the principles stay the same. So for me, it's always about creating value and getting it in front of the people who matter. So whereas before maybe you would be able to post and you could kind of rely on loads of impressions and everyone seeing your stuff and just adding people and you get in front of the right people. Now you have to just be a bit more smart in terms of like make it filling your connection list up with like doing targeted outreach to people who you want to connect with and then sharing value with them to not waiting for the algorithm to share the post. You want to go and take it and give them the information that you want them to see so that they can then start to be exposed to you and then come and check your profile more regularly. So like that was always the same no matter what. You don't want to be reliant on just the algorithm doing the work for you. It's create the value for the person and make sure that they're seeing it one way or another. You just have to be a bit more forthright now in making sure that they're seeing it because the algorithm's not doing as good of a job of distributing their ideas maybe it did a year ago.
Uh-huh. And when you talked about principles, the same principles apply. Do you mean like general marketing principles? Or what did you
It be
mean?
mainly, yeah, I suppose content principles. I suppose I'm speaking my own language here. Principles about the whole idea behind content is like if you're using it as a mechanism to sell, the whole idea is that you're building trust so that you can stand out from the competition. So the way to build trust is just show what you can do in 1,000 different scenarios in over 1,000 days. And if someone's checking onto your post and seeing, oh, he's did this, and he did that, and they did this and that, it's showing really what you can do in so many variations that over time it would be just unreasonable to think that you're a fraud or that you're actually not saying what you are. You know what I mean? Whereas if you think about it, if like compared to someone who just relies on paid ads, you run an ad, it pops up on their timeline. They see that and they either decide to book a call or not. But at the end of the day, there's not a huge amount of trust or relationship there. It's just a lot more fleeting. So when you have someone following you on LinkedIn for a period of time and you're doing posts that prove that you can solve a problem that they have when they come through, it's just a lot easier to make a sale off the back of that.